Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Nao Nails. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a little bit of sugaring in our tea. No, I'm joking. We're not going to do, but I would like a cup of tea.
I'd like a cup of coffee.
If you know.
We need a minion.
We do need somebody.
Does anybody want to come and be our minion?
Yeah, you can come and just make us cups of tea and coffee. Bring biscuits. And we'll love you even more.
Apply below.
Yeah, but we're going to do some sugaring style nails. So I'm going to use Dusky Plum. So I'm going to use this as a background colour. And I love this colour because it's very much like a lipstick colour. I like these colours that are lipstick colours. I think Nao should do a range called lipstick. And do all like shades of lipstick colours. Into the lamp we go. Where it stops, nobody knows. I'm going to top coat this nail because I don't want the background basically to get stuck with the sugaring technique. I want the sugaring technique to only stick to certain places. And if I didn't top coat it, then we'd be screwed. I love it when the top coat goes on with no imperfections whatsoever. However, that didn't happen though. What I'm going to do is make my little concoction. So I've got some super fine glitter and I've got clear acrylic powder. And I'm going to scoop some clear acrylic powder. So I'll do 2 scoops of that and a scoop of the glitter, and then I'm going to shape this up and this is what it'll look like, and that's what we're going to use for the sugaring. So we've got a nice mix there, and you can save that, you know, it's something you can save. I know we mix things sometimes and we can't necessarily save the products that we've mixed, but we can save that forever. Yeah. So I have a little bit of backing paper from Sculpting Form. I'm going to get a little bit of white, bit of white duck, bit of Snow White, Urban Graffiti gel polish. Now you can do this in any colour you want to. I'm just choosing white. I want a nice contrast. So I'm going to paint a design. And what I want you to think about is you can do any design you want to do. It doesn't have to be my design. You can just use this technique to do
Transformers.
Maybe not Transformers. But I suppose I'd like to see you do that, Adam.
Imagine if you had nails that would transform. Transforming nails that transform.
Holy
Daisy.
That is a good video. However, that would take a lot of planning and days and days of filming. However, I want to do it now. Why do you give me these ideas?
I think you should do it.
I think we should. So I'm doing like a little pattern. At the moment it kind of looks like a target. We'll just put Adam's face in the middle.
Yeah, but nobody would know it was me.
That is very true. Oh, he's got an answer. He's always got an answer. Then I'm going to pull through to create these little openings. So like little sections. You don't want to just go like this, because they'll just look really square. We want to make sure they have round edges to them. So you can see the motion of my brush. I create a bit of a curve. Then I'm going to come in here with a finer line. I'm going to do the same pattern here. I'm going to do some little dots on the outside. And notice that I have not at any point cured this.
You're not worried about any shrinkage?
It's not shrinking at all. It's grabbing out of the top coat. The only thing I would be worried about is touching it. It's so pigmented that it won't shrink. That's why it's so good for painting. We're going to use the mixture that we've done and we're going to sprinkle it all over the nail. So now you can see why we had to top coat it. Plus we don't want to top coat it after because we want that sugaring effect. So make sure every little bit's covered. let it just settle for a second or two, and you can just tap it to knock off the excess. And we're going to go into the lamp. I'm going to take a dusting brush and dust over, and it cleans it all up. You can see the gorgeous colour in the background, and you can see, look at that, so nice, and you get a softer finish, whereas if it's just glitter, it's really, really, really coarse, kind of like the surface of a file, whereas with this you get a softer finish because of the acrylic. Well, when you're wearing something like sugaring, it's going to stick really well, it's going to stay on really well. The one thing that you want to look out for is to do when you're doing your makeup and things like that, getting foundation stuck into it. And if you've got like a new pair of blue jeans on or black jeans on, the colour may come off onto the design. So you might have people coming back to the salon saying, oh my God, it's discoloured. What am I going to do? That was my American accent. So you would clean it up with some gel residue wipe-off solution, and that would get rid of the stain. The other thing that you can do is you can get an old toothbrush and you can clean them with toothpaste and the toothbrush, and it'll keep them nice and clean. Don't forget, check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and everything I've used today will be listed below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Do you call people a plum when they're like a bit of an idiot? Oh, you plum.
But plums are.
You don't want to see what Adam just did.
So, yeah, if somebody's being a bit of a...
A plum.
A plum.
Being a bit of a...
Yeah, a plum.
Yeah. Okay. Children might be watching, Adam.